Recovering Queen. The Queen fan podcast where we talk about and play the songs we love. With Jay, Matt, and Ian.
Welcome to Recovering Queen, the Queen podcast where we take a famous or not so famous Queen song, do a cover version of the Queen song, and then talk about what we've learnt about the methods and the madness of the greatest band the world has ever seen. Queen. My name's Ian, and with me, as ever, are Jay and Matt. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening. And still
I
with us.
might as well start saying, as ever, Sam Swallow. Good evening, Sam.
Hey.
I can't help feeling we wouldn't get these done without Sam.
Yes, absolutely.
We're at the hard end of the Queen catalogue.
Wow. Well, Sam, the advertisers who've seen it on Spotify clearly know what song this podcast is about, but which song are we talking about tonight?
We're going to be doing the Queen track, writer uncredited, I think. Perhaps maybe you have an angle on that. Known as Khashoggi's Ship from 1989's The Miracle.
Off of the Miracle, Khashoggi Ship. It's come to this. We've been putting it off, but we had to. We knew it, guys. We'd have to do it eventually. and now, luckily, Sam's done it, so we didn't have to do it ourselves, which is an excellent result. So, what do we make of this song, Jay? What do you make of Khashoggi Ship?
Well, I've got a schism in my brain now because we've just heard Sam's version. So the way that Sam's done it, I absolutely love. The way that Queen have done it, I don't. But I will say I do.
Yeah.
I do prefer the Is it the collector's edition or the It's something in the production is so cloying, I suppose, in the final production that it makes me feel slightly nauseous. Whereas in the whatever it is, I don't know if they've just just knocked it out in a live session or something, but I much prefer it, and it keeps the energy of what a party should be. Rather than sort of, you don't have a party is messy, and that's okay. It can be messy. It doesn't. It's sort of like doesn't really go, does it? Well, we're having a crazy party, but we're going to make the production really, really carefully sort of orchestrated and just so and thick as well. That doesn't really make sense to me as a production of a party. So I think the looseness that you get in that I guess that'd be the original version. Is much better. So, but now I've heard the Sam's version. Yeah. Wow, I mean, what could have been? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, what you're talking about there is the how we prefer the sessions of the Miracle tracks. There's been a recurring track because we had that on several of the other versions, didn't we? That they did Breakthrough and Party, especially. I think that really suffers. But yeah, I've never been a fan of this on I think on all levels. As in, I don't like the subject matter. I really don't think it's something they should be singing about. And the gentleman in question probably doesn't deserve to be on a Queen track, named on a Queen track. And musically, for me, it's low effort.
I just think the production is just the 2011 remaster. Brings nothing extra either. It's like it's one of those things. Like, surely this isn't the remaster. Surely this is the terrible mispressing that came out. And it's like, no, this is the this is as good as it can get.
Yeah. We've learned nothing.
Yeah, we've learned nothing. And I have to say the offender really is Brian's guitar sound is absolutely. Is awful.
What is going on with it? Is it?
It's the Zoom.
It's Zoom, isn't it?
It's got
a
the Zoom
first
thing.
digital.
It's the Zoom thing that it's just gross. And then listen to John's bass sound is also absolutely grim. It sort of falls apart as it's like he's put it through like a television set or something. And then you've got the drums just sound so drum machine like.
Well, they might have been, who knows?
But that only leaves Freddie's vocal What do you reckon of Freddie's vocal?
Well, I think Freddie always delivers something amazing, but it's
But not enough.
It's not enough to save that song.
No, I agree. And also lyrically, I mean, it really is the sort of the photographic negative of Bicycle Race that's interesting and charming and, evocative. And this is just like, oh my God, are you serious? It's just awful. I mean,
it has the fingerprint of the bad side of Brian May, doesn't it?
It does.
It's the side when Brian's soft and gentle, like he clearly is as a human being. His songs really work, but when he's trying to be the sort of sexy rock god who likes to party and shag women and snort coke, it just doesn't work, does it? No. It just like it just seems so in every way. It's like, what are you kidding me, Mr. Astrophysicist, gentle badger lover?
Well, exactly. I mean, there's like a reference, and they're using the words, something like frickin' shame or something. And I'm thinking, well, the only other person I can think of that uses that is Dr. Evil. It's I'm like, and that for me said it all.
Yeah. It's Brian May becomes Mike Myers.
Sam, how have you always felt about being somewhat younger than the rest of us? How have you felt about this track?
I never liked it. I bought the album, so I got into Queen's Greatest Hits 1 first, then Queen's Greatest Hits 2, and then I got Innuendo, and then I got this. I think I worked my way backwards from like 91 through, and I just didn't like this song at all, and the one before it, Party. But I was at an age though where I would buy it and then listen to it over and over and over because I really wanted to like it. So I know I didn't like it, but I listened to it to death anyway, along with all the other tracks on the album. And so it's still got a bit of a place in my heart just because of the age I was at when I listened to it. But it doesn't stand up to any of the, Miracle on the same album. It's miles away off that. And it's also not really my style of music. I don't really love kind of rocking out tunes. It's not my favorite sort of genre anyway. So no, I never liked it, which is why I was really keen to do it. To see if I could like it.
It's the opposite of Bicycle Race, isn't it? In what Jay said about what is the genre of Bicycle Race? What is it? Whereas this is just a sort of 80s rock band pastiche. It really reminds me, and I'd never noticed it before, of "Love in an Elevator" by Aerosmith. It's got that kind of thing, but nowhere near as good. So I guess Brian was just listening to that sort of stuff and really just wanted to do the Aerosmith thing, whatever those kind of, maybe Van Halen as well have got that sort of stuff going on. It just doesn't, on Def Leppard, he's not anywhere near it's so sad because he's not very good at it. And yet those bands would revere him for the other stuff that he's written. That's the weird thing. Like Def Leppard would just be like, oh my God, Brian May's a god. And then they're really better at him at the things that they do when he's then trying to do it. It's odd. What a weird place to be.
Yeah, sort of like when AI goes wrong it has those ghosts, I'm copying.
He's hallucinating really bad music.
Yeah. I'm falling down a well. That incidentally, on the Bicycle Race podcast, I was saying about the Frankenstein. It didn't turn. Did I tell you what it actually turned into? It started off as everybody got Frankenstein and bid my lib, whatever that means. But it ended up as everybody drank my wine. You get my drift. I mean, come on. Yeah, you get my drift. Did you get it?
Yeah, did you get it? They drank my wine. You know what I'm saying?
They had some wine at a party. Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Did you get my
but
drift?
I think he just chose the word drift because it rhymes so well with shit.
A bit like bit my lip.
Well, that's a good one, actually.
I bit my lip.
Yeah.
Had a holiday on Khashoggi.
But I thought he was saying everyone got Frankensteined, as in like completely wasted.
Yeah.
Which that is kind of in keeping with it.
Yeah, but that's okay. But they got rid of that.
They got replaced.
They did.
Everyone drank my wine.
Is that actually a thing though? I've never
to get Frankenstein.
I've never heard of getting Frankenstein. before.
It really fricking is.
Is it? Well, if anyone would know, Sam, you would know about such things. I'm far too well behaved for anything like that. But I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, I got Frankenstein last night." What, like, you know?
Oh, come on, it gets worse. It's like we was bad, we was blitzed.
We're so bad we can't even use proper grammar anymore.
Yeah. That is about as bad as Brian gets, though, isn't it? If you dropped an H ever, or used the wrong
Past
grammar.
participle.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's very naughty of him.
And what is it, Jay? Is it a big fat? What's the next line? Sucker.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it's big.
What is that meaning of that though?
Well,
A big fat sucker.
Well, like as in like
maybe,
an idiot.
Maybe an octopus.
No, like it's something about. Didn't he knock his drink over or something? I said, "Big bad sucker, turn my bottle of gin," and said, "Go away, frickin' a shame." I'm gone. Yeah. So the big.
You're really good at these lyrics. Jay. You should have said.
The big bad sucker is just an annoying person that was next to him. You know who you are. You remember the party.
Oh, you should have done this. You should have done your version of this, Jay. This could have been very good.
With the alt lyrics, for sure.
But then it goes, "No one loves my party. No one loves my party." What do you mean? I don't understand. It's like you're having a good time and then no one loves it. It's just a mess. It's just a mess.
But this is the alternative version you're referring to, Jay.
Yes, I'm going in and out, and out of both of them.
The
Yes.
official one is "No one stops my."
Oh right,
yeah, which
yes.
makes a bit,
that is a bit better,
bit more sense, doesn't
yes,
it? And congruent with the actual track party.
I can imagine they were sitting there in the studio and Freddie's going, "No one wants my part. It's not quite right. It's not quite right." And then Roger comes in, no one stops my part. Yes, that's it. Yes, no one stops. Oh, yes. I'd just love to have seen that scene.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went.
I feel I just have seen that scene. It's
But the only good lyrical bit, and I do quite like it, is I do like Freddie scatting, because it's
that's the best lyrical bit, is it? Go on.
Well, bat bit.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
He likes a bit of scatting, though, doesn't he, our Fred? He's done.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it
because it's.
I don't mind it live when he's doing the dance with it and everything.
No, I mean throughout his career, I can't think of a popular singer that's done more scats than
other than the scat
other
man.
than Scatman. Yeah. But that was only on one track. That wasn't throughout a career.
I don't know. I haven't really been following the Scatman's career. Have you?
That's a very good point. No. Another lyric there. It's just having a total eclipse. Again, I've been to a party or two in my time, believe you me, and I've never wanted to say, "Oh, we had a total eclipse."
It's a cocktail.
Is it?
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah,
maybe.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, total eclipse. And again, eclipse there rhyming quite nicely with drift.
Oh, my God.
And I think Brian's probably used eclipse because of the astronomical kind of connection there.
But if you're as rich as Khashoggi, I'm sure you can just take your boat and go and see as many total eclipses as you'd like.
As you'd like.
You know who he sold that boat to?
The Sultan of Brunei.
Yeah, but before then, Trump. Yeah, President Trump. Yeah.
No way.
So Trump's own.
Yeah, but he turned it into the Trump Princess, I think it was, and then he had to get a lot of planning to moor it in New York. But I think it takes 48 people to run that boat. It's quite a big boat. It's got a helicopter pad and so on.
Oh, I wonder if there is a time where Freddie has partied on a boat with Trump.
Maybe.
Trump would be so annoyed that we called it a boat rather than a ship, wouldn't he? He'd be furious.
So we haven't got much to talk about the music then. I guess we're done on that.
Well, I mean, it is complex, isn't it? I mean, it's a complex song with lots of changes and lots of good playing. I mean, to get away the sound, everyone's playing quite well. I mean, particularly Brian. I think Brian's playing out of his skin on the Miracle.
Do you think he's feeling the pressure from the likes of Leopard and all those new kind of guys?
Well, it is the era of the Malmsteen, Vai, and Van Halen and everyone. So
the changing of the guard somewhat for Brian, maybe, which is ludicrous, obviously, but possible.
Yeah,
he does say it though as well at the start of the. What we have to find out what it's called, this alt version, because we keep referencing it and no one knows what it's called. The other one, the frickin' version,
disc 2.
And at the beginning, he goes, "Should we do it without the twiddly bits?" I'm sure he says that on the the drums at the intro.
It's really funny how he says it when he says, I'm going to do it without the twiddly bits, and then plays the twiddly bits and then laughs. And it's so geeky. It's just unbelievable. It is like it is like hanging out with someone that likes Warhammer and stuff like that, but they're also the guitarist in your band. It sounds so geeky. It is like a Richard Ayoade playing guitar type moment. It's very good.
But he's clearly conscious. He's like, I am twiddling it up here.
Yeah.
This is deliberate twiddles for the sake of twiddles almost.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I think I actually quite. There's a bit of it. There's a bit of it me that likes it, but then a bit of me that's a hair metaler. I love a bit of Def Leppard, etc., etc. But it doesn't quite have the tune there. It's not. Quite,
no, I was just to say it is all over the place. So Sam, maybe you can go into a little bit of the music theory and how it's put together, because it's. I mean, the opening chords. Just sound like very, very routine DAG or whatever, but then it does get considerably more involved, doesn't it? Where does it go?
So he starts off in G, very simple, G to F to C. Who said that my party was all over? And kind of standard rock chords, and then he goes up to B flat. Everybody drank my wine, you get my drift, and it just sticks around on that B flat chord. And we had a holiday. And then he just goes up to C. We really had a good time. So it's just like a big parallel movement from G, wow, up to B flat, and then up to C. And then he does this do, 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 and suddenly back to G again. So it's like three completely distinct keys, just one after the other, without any sort of setup moving between them. Which I don't know if it's jarring or if it's cool, because it's just like, here's a G chord, here's an F chord, here's a B flat chord.
Yeah, it's got no elegance to me at all. Which that's why we love Queen, because we're talking bicycle race. How much stuff's hidden in there, and it just takes you on this comfortable journey through the keys, and they've done that on countless of their classic songs. This one, as you say, it's like just a massive gear shift change.
Yeah, but in reference to something Matt was saying in the last podcast, and it being about the genre and what it needs to do, I don't think it does need to necessarily have that eloquence of songcraft in a song like this, because it could be just more raw. I just think it's just not right for this. The production just isn't right for this song, and the songwriting isn't right for this song.
This band.
For this band, yeah. But I think it could be. And also...
What do you think about the middle bit, though? That when he goes, this one's on me, so don't you do it just right.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's like that one little moment of
hope.
Beautiful.
There's
in
hope.
the middle
There's
of
some
all
hope
of it.
there, yeah.
Yeah. There's so many good bits in it. There's a little bit of me that thinks that it is a bit of a Queen song, as in I know Brian's the driving force, I would have thought, behind this, but I do think, like, just listening to you then, though, some of those sort of shifts where it goes, where they're getting back into the key, that feels quite Freddie on piano going, this is how we're going to get back there type thing. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the songwriter, the kind of putting this whole mess together was like. But it sounds like it's a bunch of bits that Brian's brought in where he's learned some really cool riffs. It's just like, let's just put all these riffs together. They're all roughly in the same key, apart from this one that's out of key. Freddie goes, don't worry about that. We'll sort that out later.
Yeah.
But it's not a million miles away from how Freddie had written things like Bohemian Rhapsody, which was also like a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to do this bit, I'm going to do this bit. But maybe he just spent a lot more time gluing it all together and piecing it together and creating one like line through it, so it all makes sense. As opposed to they didn't spend enough time.
No, but the problem is,
out.
I think you always have to go back to what the song's about. In Bohemian Rhapsody, it's it's a big story, isn't it? It's a Traviata. It's a saga. And that befits you having that level of eloquence and beauty of arrangement. But this is just a party. This is a party on Khashoggi's ship, which to me, I don't think that would work. I think rough is good, but more rough. Get more. But Sam, you didn't do it like that. Tell us about what you did.
Well, so I thought a party in the 20s, like with flappers. Are they called flappers?
Flapper girls,
a roaring 20s party. And imagined if it was the 70s and Brian had brought this song to Freddie and gone, "What do you think of this?" He'd go, "Oh yeah," and then put a lot of music hall moves in it and try to make it sound like that. And then suggested that to Matt, and he was like, "I'm totally on board. Could you do some Brian May 1970s choir, guitar sections," which he's done amazingly as well. And thrown it all together, basically. So thinking, well, it's about a party, but somehow it feels like more innocent in the 20s. So it's less seedy and more just like, I just imagine a big romp, and everyone just having a jolly good time rather than a freaking good time. Something more elegant and charming about it somehow. And then, I tried to glue the bits together, like we were saying earlier, and have little passing chords. And I can show you how I did it actually. Like I basically stole a little bit of Bring Back Leroy Brown, and I stole a little bit of Seaside Rendezvous, and I stole a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody just at these little moments, and then just like shoehorned them in and then sang this song over the top of it, broadly speaking, to then try and create something that would sound like a whole piece of music. And I think it's fun.
It
like,
really does
sound
like a proper song from what you've done without those really obvious just those huge changes that I find really, really jarring. Your version, dare I say it, you've improved Queen.
Well, yeah, I know, I agree with that. I absolutely love it, what you've done with it. But I think it's the story that you just told there about the imagining a 20s party, and the way that you've done it is very congruent. And I think that's essentially what's, for me, a bit of the problem with this song is, because. They're not young men, are they, anymore either? They're sort of like maybe late 30s or something, and they're sort of more commenting on probably what they used to be like than what they read. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe they were still knocking it back, but it just doesn't feel quite right. Whereas I think the way that you've done it, the 20s part, it feels like that, and so it works. For me, it works a hell of a lot better. I loved it.
Yeah, cool. Here's an interesting one, because I forgot to really say this on about the bicycle race. Say if you got bicycle race and you're round a campfire and you got your J200 out and you started singing bicycle race, it would be a bit rubbish. Whereas I think you might be able to do a version of Khashoggi's ship, like we had a good time, particularly when you got to that bit you were saying earlier where it goes high and it's got that really nice, this one's on me, and you think, yeah, you could actually get away with doing it as a campfire song. So in that respect, it's a better song than Bicycle Race. In a particular weird context,
the campfire
setup, the campfire thing. It still probably wouldn't, stack up to Wonderwall in that battle. But it's like it's funny, isn't it, that sometimes songs get judged like that. Oh, can you the acoustic strum version of it, and if we were to do that, then weirdly Bicycle Race would lose against Khashoggi's ship.
Yeah, if only we knew how many times Khashoggi's ship and Bicycle Race combined had been played around the campfire ever.
I suspect it's never.
I would think so too.
I'm going to buck that trend. I'm going to start doing it. That's going to be my new thing.
Your new party piece. Oh yeah, anyone else got a song? Has somebody just finished something by Neil Young or something? Yeah, I've got one for everyone. Sing along.
Particularly if I take my banjolele on holiday. Just the fact that I was able to use that again on this. It's one of my favourite instruments. Just how good does it always sound? It's such a brilliant little instrument.
Any excuse.
Any excuse.
Yeah. Well, of course, no live performances by this of this song, obviously by Queen.
Has anyone covered it? Have the Queen Extravaganza done it?
They must.
Anyone done it?
They must have done.
So Adam Lambert hasn't touched it, presumably, or Paul Rogers. Paul Rogers may have had a sort of ham-fisted go at it. Sure.
I can't really differentiate a lot in my head between Party and Khashoggi's Ship. Whenever it comes to it, I think even when I'm talking about it, I think I'm going in between Party and Khashoggi's Ship all the time because they're to me they're essentially the same song. It's a funny choice in a way, putting two songs that are so similar right next to each other.
But weirdly, they're very different. But yet, I'm exactly the same as you, Jay. I can't differentiate them. But I guess we get to Khashoggi's Ship, and it's like you're already mid-song when it starts. That's the weird thing about it. There's no real intro to Khashoggi's Ship. It would be a very
apart from who said my party was all over. No, the party goes on. Yeah, great.
Yeah. And it's like so I know what you mean. But if you put them next to each other, they're nothing like each other. One goes,
no. I suppose. I was going to say the drumming at the start of party is nothing like it. Is it?
Relentless,
it is weird,
horrible rhythm. I always think it's very odd that they start the Miracle with those two tracks. They seem to be that they would be buried in the second half of the second side. If I was them,
or left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, just reduce the album a bit.
Do you want me to tell you about my little moves, or is it not relevant? Do you reckon?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Well, to be honest, it's more of a the other Queen songs are really great, rather than Party is anything, because it's like it's more like an homage to those. So it's less relevant to Party. Khashoggi's Ship. So anyway, so for example, the guitar solo at the end. So I thought I'll do the riff from Seaside Rendezvous. And so my guitar solo now at the end goes. So that's a callback to that. And then also you've got I said that. So you got this bit, bring back Leroy, bring back Leroy, goes bring back Leroy, bring back Leroy. So I took that bit for the no one stops my party, no one stops my party. So that's that bit then. And then this bit here, no one stops my. That's a descending bit there. That's taken straight out of Seaside Rendezvous. I said you'd love you gladly. No matter. Oh, yes, this bit. Highly commendable. So that little sequence there. Anyway, so I took all of my favourite bits from all of his other music hall songs and then whacked them into this and sang Khashoggi's Ship over the top of it.
Well, to tremendous effect as well. Yes, absolutely splendid version. So, gentlemen, I think it is that time of the evening where
I loved it.
We have to nail our numbers to the mast and other such synonyms or metaphors for scores on the doors. So, Jay, would you like to give us your score?
I would indeed.
Khashoggi's Ship?
I mean, I've been a bit harsh on it. I still like it. It's Queen.
But this is within the whole catalogue of Queen, Jay. It's not. We're not comparing Queen to
Ian. Can how long have we been doing
other
this?
Bands?
5 years on. You're right. I do need reminding. 5 points. I think so.
5?
I think so. And but I would say
Okay.
8 points for Sam. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we do have to qualify this. Right,
Queen
so
version.
for the Queen version of this song, I'm giving this a 1. For Sam's version, it's right up there. It's like it's in the 8 points, definitely. But no, I'm not a fan. No, it's not. Sadly,
that's not what this pod's about.
It's not.
Sadly.
So, Matthew, where would you like to go? Having been intimately involved with it, have you learned some of the methods and the madness, and it's now better than you thought it, perhaps?
No, No, in fact, it's definitely worse than I thought it was. In fact, when I listened to it today, I still can't believe how horrible it sounds. It's annoyingly, it's a 1. It is the Phantom Menace of the Queen catalogue. It's terrible. Yeah. It's like you watch the Phantom Menace and it's a mess. It's terrible. Looks horrible. Everything. It is the same thing for me. This. It's like I can see the intention. It's terrible. Even the lyrics are the Jar Jar Binks of Queen lyrics.
Okay, so Sam, how are you feeling about this one?
One of my least favourite. So if I ever had to give a 1 to any song, I think I would probably give it a 2 then, because there is a song that I like less than this. So I would give it a 2. That being said, though, having messed around with it and done a version of it, I feel like there was definitely more interesting, fun stuff in there, and so it could have been better. So can I give a bonus point?
No, but it made it onto a Queen album. That's the bonus that song gets. Do you know what I mean? It did make it onto a Queen's album, so it must be good. It's just 1 for Queen, though, isn't it?
It's just frustrating, though, isn't it? Because what you've gleaned out of it is, it's like I think Jay said it, wasn't it? What could have been, what might have been, had they had the time or the inclination to do this type of thing.
I was actually thinking about this today as well, and I was thinking perhaps we've been a little bit mean on the Miracle because Freddie wasn't in the best health, and they were trying, I think, to get these songs down. But I guess Freddie wasn't in the health to be able to do the things that we'd have liked him to have done, which is to spend lots of time jamming it out. He probably just wasn't in the right health.
Yeah, maybe.
For it, and it's just like, I'd imagine the illness is affecting even his brain and everything else. So
hang on, Matt. There's some really great tracks though on the Miracle, aren't there? So
there are, but I think that yes, there are. There are some great tracks on both.
I mean, it could be they've only got a few tracks that they can work on, and they've just got to fill it, I suppose.
But remember, Brian, John, and Roger are still functioning. It's not like the Queen rely entirely on Freddie Mercury being full fitness. So that's why there are some good tracks. But let's face it, when you listen to Bicycle Race, Freddie is a genius, like an absolute full-on genius. and he's not firing on all cylinders on the last 2 albums. And it's a miracle, if you excuse the pun, that we get anything from him. Great vocal performances, though.
Always great
vocal performances.
If only you'd have said it was a miracle, if you get my drift, it would have been perfect. And we could have finished on that.
Damn.
So here it is, Sam Swallow's version with Matthew Russell on guitar of Khashoggi's Ship.
Who said that my body was all over? I'm in pretty good shape. You never look so good. The best years of my life are like a supernova. Perpetual craze. I said that. Everybody drank my wine. You get my drift. And then we took a holiday on Khashoggi's ship. We really had a jolly good time. They was all so sexy. We was bad, we was blitzed. All in all, it was a pretty good trip. With this big bad sucker with a fist as big as your head, he wanted to get me. I said, go away. I said, kiss my ass, honey. He pulled out a gun. He wanted to arrest me. I said, babe. Now listen, no one stops my party. No one stops my party. No one stops my party. Just like I said, we was phased, we was pissed, just having a total eclipse.